Welcome to the flowerschool.com video library. I'm Leanne Kessler, Director of the Floral Design Institute, here to share with you our latest issue. And this issue, coming out in Valentine's week, is dedicated to all our hard-working flower friends. This is for you. I know you look at these red roses and you think, oh no, no more red roses, no more baby's breath. About this time of year, you begin to go crazy with the color red, and you think, no more. We had red at Christmas, red at Valentine's. I'm so tired of red, and if I see one more heart, I may just break. Yeah, that's how you start to feel. So this time, this is for you. It's going to be no hearts, no red roses, just beautiful flowers to share with you in our latest design demonstration. For this design, as a respite from all the red, I'm going to use white flowers. Roses, of course, it's Valentine's Day, it's the flower of love, but also hydrangeas, freesias, maybe a little bit of hyacinth for fragrance, and then foliage, going to the variegated aspidistra leaves. Aren't they gorgeous? They give you that green and ivory, which will be perfect with the white flowers. Then a round glass vessel. We want to put the leaves inside. To make that easier, if you scrape off the back vein, just pulling it down, then removing the stem. It will give you a more pliable leaf so that when you bend it, you can just tuck right in. Then, before you place it, if you add water, the water will help adhere the leaves to the side of the vase. So you do the water first, then tuck the leaf in, letting it go right up to the sides, and then repeat that. I've already cut these down so that they'll just kind of wind right in there, overlapping. And repeat it until you get total coverage. Got another spot over here. Let's see, go right in this way. Turning it to make sure that everything is concealed. So you've got just the beautiful leaves all the way around. One stem of Italian ruscus can give us a nice base. Just remove the lower foliage and then wrap it around itself, tying it in a knot, creating one piece that really will fill in beautifully. Then give it a cut, drop it in place. Then the hydrangea. It's just one big, huge bloom, but if I give it a cut and set it in, between it and the ruscus, I've got a beautiful base to begin supporting my flowers. So sometimes it doesn't take a lot, 2 stems, and you're already full and luxurious. Then going back, filling in with the roses, feeding it right down into the nest we created. I've got 2 types of roses, this beautiful large South American, and then a smaller head, beautiful North American, to give it a more delicate look, and variations on the white. Tucking them in, and then as I work, just turning it so that I add more flowers, balancing, keeping it symmetrical, and everything just weaving into that central binding point, and turning it. And balancing it out, keeping the roses grouped so that they each have a little more value, turning it again, and then coming back. Got a single stem of hyacinth. Oh, so fragrant. It'll just make a special treat to the senses by tucking it down in the middle. The beautiful form of freesia just drapes so gorgeous. Will add even more interest to the design. And it's so delicate, coming right out over the top of the hydrangea. Filling in on that side. Maybe one more, doing 3 of them there. Letting it come out even longer. And then coming out over on the opposite side so that I have a little bit of the freesia on both sides, turning it so you can see. And then coming on out. Again, grouping them, weaving it through the hydrangea head. Then maybe one that's a little bit shorter, tucking it low so it comes underneath. I've got one more. I think I'll bring him right over here near the freesia bloom. As a florist, I do truly love flowers. And yes, I get tired of red roses and baby's breath, but it doesn't mean I don't like them. You can see here I still used roses, just changed the color, used them a little differently. And yes, I'm going to go ahead and add some baby's breath. But cutting it down, using just bits, smaller pieces, and then taking it and just tucking it low and tight and not everywhere. Treating it like it's actually a flower, as it is, as opposed to a filler that would go into everything and just take over. Instead, it just accents, adds a little zing, little delight, without overpowering the whole design, removing the broken pieces, because they're not going to drink, they're just going to fade away. Maybe one more, right over here down low. And then that's plenty to add texture. Then going back, a little bit of lily grass. Feeding it in with the head side first, down into the vase, and then taking the cut ends, giving it a fresh cut so it'll drink, and tucking it in as well so that it winds over the top. Oops, popped out, slide him back in there. Want him to stay put. There we go. And then back around. Make sure it's going to stay in there. Feed it down in tightly. There we go. And then another piece. Again, feeding it down into the design so that it locks in with the other flowers, and then molding it around, curving, and then repeating it on the opposite side. So I get movement throughout, just winding through, making it look so much more interesting just by subtle changes in the placement of your flowers. So this is for you, the hardworking florist of the world. I know you're probably not watching this before Valentine's Day because you're all working so hard, but maybe it'll be in your email box right after Valentine's Day and you can enjoy it and know that I was thinking about you as you were working away with all those flowers to make people happy. And if you're not working as a florist today, enjoy it anyway. You can see what florists are doing, create away, and do it yourself. For more creative inspiration, check out our website at flowerschool.com. If you've got questions, don't hesitate to contact us. You can reach us through the website or by telephone at 1-800-819-8089. If you're in a different time zone and it's easier, feel free to use the email. In this day and age, sometimes telephone is just not as convenient. An email, feel free to use my personal email. It's Leanne, Leanne, at floraldesigninstitute.com. For now, happy Valentine's Day to you all. I wish you a wonderful day filled with flowers. Have fun and do something you love.